I regret buying a chain. Could have spent it on something else. CJ Stroud on NFL versus rappers chains. So it sounds like the kid's growing up. He says he regrets buying his chain. I can imagine he probably would too. Look at that chain, for crying out loud. It's probably worth $250,000. And that picture looks like this was on draft night. So he probably didn't have that money yet, actually. Uh, so that's just crazy to do that early on. To spend that much on it. I know he has endorsements, etc., but obviously he still regrets doing it. I wouldn't advise rookies and shit to spend that much money on jewelry. Not that much. Like, come on, man. Everybody know you in the league now. If you want to really go there with it, just pull the Ocho route. Pull the Ocho Cinco route. Pull the Chad Johnson route. If you know Chad Johnson, if you know what I'm talking about, you already know. Chad Johnson said he said he never wore real jewelry, never in his career. He said he never wore it. I believe he's lying his ass off. I believe he probably sometimes wore fake jewelry, but I don't believe every time he wore fake jewelry. I just don't believe that. Hell no, I don't believe it. Hell no, hell no, hell no. But I get the point he was trying to say. Because Chad Johnson is a financial guy. Chad Johnson doesn't believe in overspending his money. He probably still has $100 million flat, ain't barely touched it. Because he drives a minivan. He still eats McDonald's. He wears gym clothes all the time. Like, he don't overspend his money. He might play and joke around about it, but he be serious about his money. And he came out publicly later and said, man, all that shit I used to wear was fake. All them chains and bracelets and grills and shit, all that shit was fake, man. I did it because they not gonna know. Why would I overspend? Why would I spend $10,000 on a chain where I could get a chain for $500? Not even probably. I get a chain $200, probably $500. I'll give it $500. I get a chain for $500 that look just like your $10,000 chain. It looks like it. It might not be obviously the same, but if I'm passing by, if all I'm doing is passing by and I'm Chad Johnson, I'm already an NFL player. You're going to think this shit is real just because of who I am. And that's legit what Chad Johnson was saying. Everybody knows this. If you don't know it, go look it up. But yes, Chad Johnson said he used to wear fake jewelry just for the hell of it because he had the money for real. So he didn't want to waste it on that. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He had the money for real. He don't have to prove to you. And that's what he was saying about it. He was saying, nigga, I wore fake jewelry all throughout my career because people was going to think it's real just because I'm me. And that shit was the funniest stuff I ever heard. I was like, yo, that shit is mad funny. He wore fake jewelry. Everybody out here spending all this money trying to keep up with each other and try to outdo each other on this damn jewelry. Chad Johnson and his brother. He's still Chad Johnson. He still got them millions in the bank. So he still got that sturdy bank account. His bank account ain't weak. His bank account ain't leaking out. He not losing nothing. His shit is sturdy. He got a fortress over there. So don't even worry about his shit. He got his shit bolted down to the ground, boy. He ain't gonna let no paper out. He got his shit bolted down. Bolted down. The vault is closed and sealed. He probably barely touch any of that damn money. He still eats McDonald's. So I can imagine how much money he saves yearly. So that's the route, man. I would advise these youngsters, if you want to get some financial advice, probably holler at Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson, man. Or go holler at a real financial advisor. You don't have to blow your money trying to look cool, though. Obviously, it's just something you're typically going to regret if you're spending chunks of money on that shit, and then you don't, you see shit starts to look different. Even though you're rich and in the league, shit starts to look different. Like, shit starts to look different. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so a lot of people probably regret it, but there it is. Quick thought.